Good evening, all. Myself Arvind Kainde from MSc First Year Microbiology, Nanded. Today I am going to discuss topic mutagenesis. So, my seminar is on microbial genetics, and my topic name is mutagenesis. So, let's start. Let's start. Before starting the seminar, I'm going to sorry. I'm going to discuss few terms such as mutagen. Mutagen is nothing but anything that causes a mutation, that is change in DNA of a cell. DNA changes caused by mutagens may harm cells and cause certain diseases such as cancer. Example of mutagens include radioactive substances, X-rays, ultraviolet radiations, and certain chemicals. The next term is mutation. A mutation is a change in a DNA sequence. The mutation can result from DNA copying mistakes made during cell divisions, exposure to ionizing radiations, exposure to chemicals called mutagens, or infection by viruses. The next term is mutant. The mutant, referred to as an organism in which the base sequence of DNA has been changed. The next term is mutagenesis. So this is going to we learn. Mutagenesis is the process by which an organism's deoxyribonucleic acid, that is DNA change, resulting in a gene mutation. A mutation is a permanent and heritable change in genetic material which can result in altered protein function, and phenotypic changes. Let's start mutagenesis. The production of mutation requires a change in the nucleotide sequence. This change can be stimulated to occur in 5 main ways in vivo. The first one is the failure to remove an incorrectly inserted base. The second one is tautomerization of base, which allows the substitution to occur in subsequent replication. The third point is a previously inserted base chemically altered to the base having different base pairing specificity. Fourth one is one or more bases skipped during replication, or the fifth one or more extra bases inserted during replication. Mutation may be due to spontaneous, uncorrected errors or may be induced by specific mutagens. The types of mutagens we are going to see: the base analog, chemical mutagen, intercalactin agents, and mutator genes. So this is the all over table which covers entire mutagen and their mode of action with example. The first one is base analog. The mode of action of base analog is the substitutes for a standard base during replication and causes a new base pair to appear in a daughter cell in the later generation. The examples of these are 5-bromouracil and 2-aminopurine, and these are the consequence of base analog we are going to see further. Next one is chemical mutagen. The mode of action is the chemically alters a base so that a new base pair appears in daughter cells in a later generation. Example is nitrous acid or nitrous oxide also. The next example is hydroxylamine, and third one is ethyl methane sulfonate. It is denoted as EMS, and ultraviolet light. So the consequence of ultraviolet light, all single base pair changes are possible due to ultraviolet light. And the next mutagen agent is intercalactin agents. The mode of action is addition or deletion of one or more base pairs. Example is acridins. Consequence is frame shifts. Next one is the mutator genes. The mode of action: the excessive insertion of incorrect bases or lack of repair of incorrectly inserted bases. Consequences are all single base pairs changes are possible, same as compared to the ultraviolet light. The next mutagen is none, and the mode of action is spontaneous deamination of 5-methylcytosine. It is denoted a capital M. small e, capital C. So let's start the first mutagen. Base analogs. It is a chemical substance resembling a base is called as base analog. A base analog may be incorporated into newly synthesized DNA instead of normal base. The pyrimidine analog 5-bromouracil, it is denoted as 5-B, capital B and capital U, is structurally very similar to thymine. So you can refer the diagram first, that is A, the structural formula of thymine and 5-bromouracil. The 5-bromouracil, however, undergo internal rearrangement, tautomerism, from the usual keto state to rare enol state. The 5-bromouracil now pairs with guanine instead of adenine, the natural partner of thymine. Thus, there is 5-bromouracil guanine pairing instead of thymine and adenine pairing. So the base analog mutations are always transitions. Because of this property, 5-bromouracil is used in the chemotherapy of virus infections and cancers. Next point, by pairing with guanine, it disturbs the normal replication mechanism of microorganisms. So we have seen the first figure, the structure formula of thymine as compared to the 5-bromouracil keto form. The next diagram shows that a standard adenine thymine base pair, and C, the diagram C is a base pair forms between guanine and enol form of 5-bromouracil. In C diagram, you will look at here that the orange color H in the dash circle shows the position of VH in the keto form. When the tautomerism occurs, the orange double bond forms. Next mutagen agent is chemical mutagens. A chemical mutagen is a substance that can alter a base that is already incorporated in DNA, thereby change its heterogen bonding specificity. Three commonly used chemical mutagens are nitrous oxide, HNO2, or we can also use as nitrous oxide also. Next one is hydroxylamine, HA, and ethyl methane sulfonate, EMS. The chemical structure of these mutagens are as follows. So the first one is the nitrous oxide, second is hydroxylamine, and the third one is ethyl methane sulfonate. So look at first one, nitrous oxide primarily converts amino groups to keto groups by oxidation deamination. The nitrous acid changes the structure of bases by deamination, that is nothing but the removal of amino group. The deamination of adenine results in the formation of hypoxanthine, same as like guanine. Therefore, hypoxanthine pairs with cytosine rather than with thymine. Thus, adenine and thymine pairing is replaced by guanine and cytosine pairing. For example, cytosine and adenine are converted to uracil and hypoxanthine, which forms the base pair, that is UA and HC. Therefore, the changes are guanine cytosine, adenine thymine, and adenine thymine, guanine cytosines. As cytosines and adenine are deaminated, the order of frequency of deamination is adenine, then cytosine, then guanine. Now discuss about the deamination of cytosine results in the formation of uracil, similar to thymine. Therefore, uracil pairs with adenine instead of guanine and instead of cytosine and guanine pairing. So this is the table which shows structure and pairing behavior of DNA bases as a result of deamination of nitrous oxide. So here the normal basis of DNA, that is adenine, cytosine, guanine. The normal pairing is adenine to thymine, cytosine to guanine, and guanine to cytosine. So the bases formed by deamination means after come contact to nitrous oxide, the new pairing will be hypoxanthine, form hypoxanthine. The pairing will be guanine cytosine. In uracil, the uracil and adenine, and xanthine and cytosine. So next agent is hydroxylamine, NH2OH, is often used to mutagenize DNA in vitro form. when used in vitro, hydroxylamine reacts specifically with specifically with cytosine, converting it into the modified base, that is N4 hydroxycytosine, that pairs with adenine instead of guanine. This has two consequences, as we have seen in before table. That consequence we are going to discuss here now. The first one is the hydroxylamine produces only guanine cytosine to adenine thymine transitions, and a second point is the mutations induced by hydroxylamine cannot be reverted by hydroxylamine. So when hydroxylamine is used in vivo, it produces free radicals that damage the DNA, and this DNA damage induces SOS system, resulting in a wide variety of types of mutation. The next one is EMS. The many EMS is an alkylating agent, as we have seen the structure of ethyl methane sulfonate. So we are not going to discuss about it. Ethyl methyl sulfonate is an alkylating agent. Many sites in DNA are alkylated by these agents. The major effect of ethyl methane sulfonate is the addition of alkyl group to the hydrogen bonding oxygen of guanine and thymine. This alkylation impairs the normal hydrogen bonding of the bases and causes mispairing of guanine and thymine, leading to the transitions such as adenine thymine to guanine cytosine and guanine cytosine to adenine thymine. The latter markedly predominates. Now the EMS also reacts with adenine and cytosine. Now we are going to see about the mutagenesis happen due to intercalating agents, as acridine orange, proflavin and acriflavin are planar heterocyclic molecules whose dimensions are roughly as same as those of purine pyrimidine pairs. So the first one is the proflavin. This is the structure of chemical structure of proflavin and acridine orange. This is an intercalary agent commonly used as fluorescent dye in mole biolabs, molecular biology labs. They are potentially carcinogenic. It excites orange fluorescence at 650 nanometer. In aqueous solution, these substances can insert into DNA between the adjacent base pairs, a process called intercalation. When DNA containing intercalated acridines is replicated, the additional bases appears in the sequences. So here is not the figure of a DNA containing the acridine, but what happens when the DNA containing acridine, the special single base pair is added into the DNA, and we can see it. Right now I am not having the diagram of this, so further we move. The usual addition is a single base, although occasionally two bases are added. Deletion of a single base also occurs. This is far less common than base addition. The mutation of this sort are often called as frameshift mutation. Thank you. I conclude my topic here. Thank you for listening.